these are the solutions to finding missing angles. So I want you to circle the angle with me and then label the sides first. So 22 is adjacent to that angle, and 57 is the longest side, which is the hypotenuse. Then I want you to write down SOHCAHTOA and go, which one uses A and H, and circle it. That's cosine. Now, because we're finding a missing angle, we're going to find the inverse is what we're going to use on our calculator. And then inside is going to be the definition, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. And then we're going to use our calculator. So we got to press the green button first, and then 22 over 57. If you don't have a calculator at home, you can go to Desmos and do the work on Desmos if you want to. Make sure the symbol for degree is there and you have the angle. All right, let's try again. Circle the angle. 38 is adjacent. 46 the hypotenuse. Again, that's cosine. When you're finding a missing angle, you're always going to do the inverse of that trig. And then inside is the ratio, which is 38 over 46. And then again, use your calculator. Again, if you don't have one, you can just let me do the calculator work for you. And I get 34.3 degrees. Circle the angle. That's adjacent. That is opposite. So SOHCAHTOA, opposite and adjacent. That's the last one there. So we're going to do the inverse of that. And then inside is going to be opposite over adjacent. So that's 30 over 18. Then use your calculator. Oops. 30 over 18. See if I can do it. 59. All right, let's try it again. Again, it's awesome if you can press pause and try it first. Opposite and adjacent. We just did that one. That's tangent, and it's going to be the inverse when finding a missing angle. And then it's opposite over adjacent. So again, I'm going to do inverse tangent, 138 over 37. 75 degrees. All right, number 5. Practice together here. The angle, that's adjacent, and this is hypotenuse. SOHCAHTOA. So adjacent and hypotenuse, that's the middle one. To find a missing angle, it's the inverse, and it's going to be adjacent over hypotenuse. So it's 24 over 32. And that's 41.4. That's opposite and hypotenuse. So opposite and hypotenuse is the first one. So it's going to be inverse sine. And it's 29 over 48. And that's 37.2. All right, turn the page. Again, press pause. Maybe the hardest part is labeling it, right? So 37 is opposite, and 49 is the longest side, which is the hypotenuse. We write down SOHCAHTOA and go, okay, O and H. Make sure we circle the correct one. When finding a missing angle, it's the inverse with the ratio inside. So that's 37 over 49. And then use your calculator. And that's 49 degrees. Okay, try number 8. Circle the angle. That's adjacent, and that's hypotenuse. So adjacent and hypotenuse, that's the cosine. So when we find a missing angle, it's inverse cosine. It'll be 33 over 41. And then use your calculator. and that's 36.4. Circle the angle, press pause, and try it, of course. 5 is adjacent, and 8 is the longest side, the hypotenuse. So adjacent and hypotenuse. So it's the inverse cosine of, was that 5 over 8? And then use your calculator. It's 51.3. Circle the angle. Again, you should press pause. That is adjacent and hypotenuse. So we just did that one. So again, it's inverse cosine. This one's 15 over 16. That's 20.4. Number 11, circle the angle. That's adjacent and hypotenuse. I feel like we've done a few of those. That's inverse cosine. That's 63.6. Last one, circle the angle. That's opposite and adjacent. So I'll write that out again so you can see it. Is that opposite hypotenuse, opposite adjacent, right? And it's going to be the inverse tangent, and then the ratio of opposite over adjacent. So 90 over 31 goes inside, and then use your calculator. Oops. I did it. Let me go back. Inverse tangent. I didn't press the wrong button. 90 over 31. And I get 71 degrees when you round it. All right, Mr. G Math over and out. Great job doing your homework. Good luck on the quiz. Until next time.